How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddison here, and we are checking out My Hero Academia at the very end of it all, with the final battle being done. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be the last My Hero Academia reaction. I mean, obviously there's Vigilantes coming out next month, so obviously I'll be reacting to Season 2, but the main series of it all, this is it. But of course, I've got 3 episodes left to go. So yeah, we are, well, as of right now, I'm checking out episode number 9. And yeah, I'm kind of not ready for it to end. As of recording, it just finished, the subversion, it just finished yesterday. So yeah, and like I said, in multiple posts on my social media feeds, even though that I'm watching the dub, I can still kind of feel it in a sense, because it's just that acknowledgement that you know that My Hero Academia has concluded. So yeah, and not just that though, but with the last episode being the conclusion of the war, with what happened to Shigaraki, with what happened to All For One, there is that sense of finality as well. So yeah, but I am really looking forward to seeing where everyone is going to be at with this epilogue. So, and what happens next for Deku, basically, obviously with the idea that he is quirkless again. But it didn't stop him from becoming the world's greatest hero, did it? Nope. So with that said, let's check out episode 9. Of the final season of My Hero Academia. Let's go.
It started blowing hard that day. I wonder, what impact will that wind have on this battle-weary world?
Ooh, nice
Let's
metaphor.
take a closer look at the forecast.
Nice metaphor there. What's next, basically?
Aid and resources started pouring in from overseas, especially from the United States.
After watching their heroic battles, we couldn't stand back and do nothing! You hear?
Jesus, yeah, I think they can.
From the survey is my quirk.
Gonski.
There's me.
Besides, he didn't even have one.
I don't care how much pain and torture
there we
rehab
go.
is! Get me started now!
Train lightly until the docs say otherwise. That heart has got to heal first, young man.
Yeah, you went through a lot.
How'd we end up in the same room?
Tsukuuchi had a word with the staff.
I see.
There's a shortage of
They always
rooms,
do
and
end up
we're
in
easier to guard
this
this
scenario,
way.
don't they, after something hectic?
Speaking as someone who's had a near-death experience, I think what matters is the look he had on his face when he finally passed.
And he helped
Yes.
out.
Destroy you did.
All the vestiges, Shigaraki included,
Guess the rest
killed
is up to you and your
All For One.
You transferred it, right? I felt that.
Yes, I did. But I can still feel an ember of it smoldering within me.
Oh!
How the hell are you walking
Jesus
around,
Christ!
You're quirkless again?
I'm back to the person I was in the first place. Not that I regret it or anything. For a little while, I got to live out an incredible dream.
Yeah.
What, John?
Jesus.
Be like before. We keep competing, chasing after each other our whole lives.
You've got to cut that out. It isn't like you. And I've got the...
You're an amazing hero, too.
Yep.
Thank you both. I mean that.
Let's smile for Bakugo, though. Yeah.
In June, there was a long overdue graduation ceremony.
Finally!
for
It's been
upperclassmen at
years!
To get a bumping send-off courtesy of UA's resident DJ. Let's
This is a graduation, not a rave!
Why can't it be both?
This thing! Put your hands up for Mawa Tafua!
He's treating it like a rap battle, how cool!
Is it though? It seems
Yeah,
like
it kinda is.
Drop some bars.
Did you just really say that? Drop some bars.
Each of you put the experience you've gained here to use and came together to fight the good fight as one. And yet,
Mirio,
life
of all
hasn't returned
people.
to a baseline. Today is the day that we finally get started.
The day has come.
Current and future students.
Oh goodness.
See ya!
Oh my goodness.
Triso, I'm so happy it's you! So why cry?
Guess that's one.
Happy emotions.
Shouldn't be in the hospital. Jeez.
Nah, I just gotta take it easy. It would be weird.
I didn't hear a bell bakugo really said.
You start making sense.
I'm not sad, because after all, I got to take each one of you by the hand.
You did good, at least.
Even better than during the school festival. I've got one last surprise for you, mes amis. Behold, your new classmates.
Wait.
Surprise.
Hey!
Oh, Yama, tone it down, will ya? Aw, crap, my
Oh,
so
oh, sugar. Oh my.
Still got some business to cover.
Yeah, I was in this geezer's class back in the day. You never had the pleasure of getting expelled, right? I'm jealous. We were
Unless we're going to see her in Vigilantes.
He kept saying he wanted us to face our deaths. Scary
we obviously know Aizawa
That's
is
quite
still
enough for where you may go.
That's
Yes. By the way, did the doctors give you that haircut? I hope it grows out again real soon.
It does look cool, to be fair.
style.
My feathers are still ruffled.
I see that. I think it looks great.
It looks so badass.
Todoroki. I'm gonna be fine.
I mean, Todoroki looks so cool as well with that hair. I mean, obviously it's the after effects of the war, but it kind of does look cool.
I told you
I'm
you
not
didn't
gonna lie.
have to.
We've come to talk about the future. Toya, I'm retiring from hero work.
Oh shit! I mean,
That's
he did
what
get
I
pretty
always
messed up,
intended
but
to do once
shit!
this war was over. Now on, I'll be here every single day. I know it's long overdue, but let's talk. His heart rate's climbing. We need to stabilize
Is he
him.
gonna die here?
Your mother and your siblings, they made sure we'd have time together. For their sake, let's make use of it.
That's mine too.
We're going down parallel tracks.
Our paths will cross. I'll force them to.
Their paths will cross.
Shoto. I'm sorry. I've got everyone in Class A beside me, so I'm good. With them, I can become who I want to be.
Shoto.
Oh.
That was so fast!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Starving here. Let's get some barbecue, please.
Can't you say?
How will things change? How will we change them?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, it's Hawks, the new Public
Cool.
Safety Commission president.
Ah! The hellish Todoroki family. Yeah. Like I said, it's a great job that we had the conclusion to that. Because I feel like the Todoroki family has always been a bit of a strong focus in terms of My Hero Academia. Whatever storylines we've had, considering obviously season by season they would have changed. One thing has remained constant in terms of the background, and that's obviously a little bit of the, well, one of the things, should I say, in terms of the focus is the Todoroki family. We're not watching the preview. I don't want spoilers, even though there's probably going to be nothing significant. Well, there still will be significance. It's just that obviously there's no. We're in the epilogue phase of it all right now, so yeah. But yeah, the hellish Todoroki family. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, with that storyline itself, yeah, it's always been a bit of a strong, it's always been a very, very strong focus. And, you know, despite things and all of that, obviously there is going to be some people that, like with Endeavor, he will probably never be forgiven and all of that. Excuse me. But, I mean, what I really loved about this climax, I guess, the epilogue of the focus of the Todoroki family, is that he did agree that you know, the past is gonna still be it's still gonna haunt these characters and all of that, no matter what, even if Endeavor has turned over a new leaf and all of that. It's still affecting certain characters to this day. So yeah, but like even with the, I guess, farewell to Darby, I felt like that was beautiful as well, because obviously there has been this rift and there's been a lot of pain that has come in Darby's way. So for Todoroki to for Shota to ask that question, what's his favorite food, is so humanizing, because it is tragic, the circumstances that have befallen upon Darby. And it is sad that he is on his literal deathbed. They even said that they even confirmed his fate, basically, that, I mean, he's essentially on life support, but it's not in the way that he's unable to communicate. So yeah. So for him to ask that question about what his favorite food is just so beautiful. Yeah. You could really feel the bond, the depth, really, in terms of how they are feeling with that question in mind, and for Darby to answer. So yeah, I was expecting him to keep coming back and all of that, maybe, and until maybe he died. But I was also expecting with the family all here and all of that. Bearing in mind, I know they all they probably may have visited him before and all of that, but because we're getting a focus on this family, I was kind of expecting Darby to die, especially if he is literally on his deathbed, if he's on life support. So yeah, but yeah, it was really great. And like I gotta say, even now that we are in the fallout of the war, and you know, there's not that like tension in terms of the action and what's going to happen. It was still really solid stuff. It was still epic because of the fact that some of the things that happened in this episode was just, you know, heartbreaking and all of that. Like, especially when Bakugo came to visit. Oh, yeah. Again, I will say that I think Bakugo is now within my top 3 favorite characters and all of that. What's funny is, because I know my friend Brianna, she loves Bakugo so much and all of that. And I, not to say that he was a bad character in my mind. Yeah, he did have some gripes and all of that, and we kind of hated him from the very like when it all began, and we did grow to him as time went on. But it's kind of funny because I really feel like for me, he really solidified things this and last season. But like, I've known Brianna for a long time, for example, and I've known the fact that Bakugo's been her favorite. And around that time, in terms of when the manga came out, yes, I don't think season 7 and 8 happened when, you know, I knew about the fact that she, you know, loved Bakugo and all of that. And like I said, that was the moment where I feel like, damn, he really has me. Like, I have enjoyed his character prior to that, but I feel like season 7 and 8 really solidified things in terms of you know what, well, season 8 definitely did solidify it, but season 7 was when I, you know, I guess I started putting him in my top 5, and then he elevated to top 3 material, but, like I said, with, you know, her appreciation, with her love of Bakugo, I don't think season 7 and 8 came out around that time, so, and she still loved Bakugo, so yeah. But, you know, even in this episode, he really just killed, like, the moment he broke down, finding out that Zuko was quirkless again was, yeah. And I kind of got a little bit of a, I don't think it was intentional or whatever, but I kind of got a little bit of a parallel when, you know, Deku said, "That's okay, I still got the embers within me," because I'm just thinking about the fact that the subversion has ended of My Hero Academia. Like I said at the very beginning, I could, like, even though that I've got a couple of episodes of the dub to watch, I still know that the show has concluded. I still feel it within me. And I kind of got, like, parallels when Deku said, "I've still got embers," to me being like, it's okay, we've still got a few episodes of the dub, even though that My Hero Academia has officially ended. We've still got a few episodes of the dub. So I kind of, I guess that was something that was, I wouldn't say a fourth wall break, but I would take it as that in a sense. The way I kind of interpret it for what I'm currently going through. So yeah. But still, that hospital scene, I loved how they all smiled at the end, but that hospital scene was yeah, very heartbreaking. So just like I said, just because of the fact that you know, he found out that yeah, he found out that he was quirkless again, and he, like, despite what they have been through, Bakugo and Deku, it's just heartbreaking because of the fact that they had so much promise in terms of, you know, he even said, "Don't you dare let me surpass you." He wanted that rivalry. I think it's without question that over time in My Hero Academia, like I said, I know they've been on a bit of a journey, but over time, Bakugo has come to respect and appreciate Deku. And so for him to absolutely break down when he found, yeah. It's getting me emotional thinking about it, just because, like, obviously, for these past several years, I've been following the journey of Bakugo and Deku. Like, even when Bakugo died, well, nearly died, should I say, I guess. I mean, yeah, like, you could just tell how much of an impact Deku has had, in a positive term. How much of an impact he's had on his life, and to find out that he's quirkless again is just heartbreaking. So yeah, but I do kind of hope that, yeah, because obviously their journeys are still just starting with like, especially with them just finishing their first year, their journeys are still starting out, and I do kind of hope that Deku is, because obviously with Aoyama leaving and all of that, I felt like that was still going to happen regardless on the good that he did in the war, because well, it's a great parallel to what is happening with the Todoroki family, because, you know, even though that Endeavor is retiring and you know, he is trying to be a better person. For Natsuo, for example, you can't blame him for the scars still being there. It's the same with Aoyama. Like, even if he's done good in this war, he even said himself that I only joined because All For One asked me to. And yeah, even though that he is not a bad character and all of that, like it's still there. The pain is still there. And in his mind, to make it right, he has to. There's no, negotiations to it. He has to leave UA. So yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean though that he can't be a hero, but he can't be in UA for the reason that All For One asked him to. So yeah, but with Aoyama getting a farewell and all of that, and yeah, it just makes you think that hopefully Deku can still be in some shape or form, even if he's quirkless. You do hope that he can still hero it up, basically. So, I'm sure they I'm sure they will find a way and all of that. Especially if All Might could do so in this final battle against All For One. I'm sure they could find some way, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. Because obviously, with this being the beginning of the epilogue, I'm assuming we're gonna, maybe find out what becomes of these heroes and all of that. So yeah, because we've revolved around these characters for such a long time, and obviously, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is not gonna it's not gonna spell that out, considering that is a prequel. But yeah, we've associated with these characters for so long, and I kind of want to, even though there's no I mean, I know there is a movie, I think there's a movie being planned potentially, and I considering, I don't think the movie's, derived from the manga anyways, with, Heroes Rising, You're Next, etc., etc. It's new material, it's fresh new material. I kind of do hope that if they do another My Hero Academia movie, we're going to see them more as adults and all of that. So yeah, especially because there was a line that did stay with me, is the fact that there is no official, and with Endeavor retiring, there's no symbol of peace and all of that. Is someone surely that is gotta make someone try to especially with this being televised as well, with All For One's death, someone surely there's some villain surely out there that is should I make my move? So, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if that does happen, because it can't be someone with a nothing burger power, basically. It has to be someone, on the equivalent of 9, for example, I guess, or, yeah, someone who has monumental power. That could actually be intimidating next to All For One, for example. So, yeah. But again, we'll just have to wait and see, because, like I said, I think there is another movie being planned. But whether that's going to focus on the kids turning into adults and all of that, and getting a look at them as official heroes and all of that, yeah, it remains to be seen. So yeah, but yeah, this was, like I said, even if we are even with this episode being after the war, still a brilliant episode. So yeah. With that said, though, obviously, with if you're watching this on Patreon, I'll see you guys next time. But obviously, I'm going to be cutting this part out in terms of the YouTube version of things, so we can transition into episode 10. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take good care of yourselves, and until the next time, toodles! Alright, so it's time for more My Hero Academia. The penultimate episode of its entirety. Well, actually, no, because we just had an announcement that we are getting a special episode. I think officially episode 12, coming out sometime in May, I think it is. So we are getting one final go around. So I'm really, really excited to see where that goes. I'm sure I'll be talking more about it after I conclude the final episode, which I'm not ready for. One more to go after this. I'm already hurting. I'm already hurting with the prospect of facing the final ever episode. So, yeah. But we have, well, as of right now, we have 2 more to go. So why don't we jump into this penultimate episode of My Hero Academia Season 8. Let's go.
World something incredible. Until I know that changes society, I'm staying right where I am.
Not letting history repeat itself.
The bill for my food and lodging.
You died in there fighting. That man was a devil. He may be gone, but he left my life in pieces.
I can't blame the resentment.
The League of Villains was behind the acts of terror that destroyed the lives of so many. But who
I love the music and the voiceover.
Find out now in part 2 of our report.
My shining hope. He smiled about destruction, and then, in Deka, he showed me what we could do together. He was my voice.
His
my
hero.
greatest supporter. I was hated for being a heteromorph.
Oh, no.
And just when I was about to
Oh,
give up
no.
on life, they were all I had.
Look, it's human nature to seek out a narrative, but if we turn this into some sob story, we risk inspiring copycats.
You don't
Let's break the
have to
cycle.
turn it into a sob story, but understand the pain.
He loved a bunch of my favorite games.
Calling him
and had the courage to take one more step. Could I have been able to save my hero?
Oh, and there's this
Who knows if
self-blame.
there's another Shigaraki or All for One out there.
Forget us, Shigaraki and his League of Villains.
I don't think you could ever forget that.
But you won't. Because I'm gonna write a book about Tomura Shigaraki.
I hope it's a comic book.
What?
Oh!
You're worrying about nothing.
Because they won't forget.
We won't forget.
That's it. You can make all the books you want, but it's not gonna, like, make people... what's there to remember if you don't forget?
Tell your octopus pal to keep fighting.
I intend to remind you of your mistakes until hell swallows you.
Wow! So much venom!
Thanks for doing that.
Of course.
Woo!
Students from different years rarely cross paths. I doubt we'll see much of them.
Oh goodness, so good.
What is happening? Expel every one of these cranes!
Look at fat girls!
Admiration is one thing, but you must show respect. Coming after them as a mob, that's alarming.
I'd be happy to talk to you one at a time.
They were running in the hallway! Do your worst, class!
Stick to my stomach! I know he was super heroic, but bad boys shouldn't be getting so much love!
Punk! Why are you still here?
We're really sorry, honest!
There it is.
Okay, now I'm less surprised.
Midoriya, sir! Hello! I saw you.
Come on, those battles were epic, and the 3 of them were center stage the whole
Uraka.
time. Why wouldn't the kids love them?
Ooh.
Don't sweat it. I'm recovering gradually. See? Hands.
Oh, so is he gonna get back to normal?
Normal?
I would never settle for anything less.
Oh, look at that smile! I appreciate... Oh.
Sorry to intrude. My students wanted to apologize.
We're sorry we overwhelmed you earlier. We weren't thinking of how you might feel.
Bakugo and Todoroki. Just backed up.
Here. So, we weren't this weird, were we? I'm afraid we didn't prepare
This time last year, were we like this?
I don't know the whole story, but it sounds to me like your diligent work ethic
It's so
is
eerie, though, with
contagious.
this not being like Class 1A anymore. Like Deku, Bakugo, etc.
After all this time, it's finally over.
It's like you can finally
Everything's
rest now,
been settled. Isn't that great?
It's so overwhelming.
People can
what
finally
we
be
fought
cheerful,
for.
and I'm only alive because Himiko died for me. What have I done?
Oh my! Oh, what a hooker! Yeah, hooker, Deku, hooker.
I don't want you to have to pretend. You always hide what you're going through and focus on others. Like before the entrance exam.
I stopped you with my quirk. Sorry I didn't ask.
Oh, Uraraka.
You've saved me so many times. That's why. You are my hero.
Oh!
And from now on, I refuse to take your strength for granted.
Oh.
So please, hold my hand. Sometimes that helps ease the pain.
I should have been able to come up with another way. If I'd only figured her out sooner. Or if we'd met when we were little instead of as enemies, maybe things might have been different.
Reach out, then we can help.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yo, she's up here!
Oh, come on, guys! We're having a moment!
Ran off in such a hurry. That ember's still burning?
Oh,
yeah.
Bakugo.
An ember of what?
Oh.
Wait, do you mean you...
No way.
Why didn't you tell us something as important as that?
I must agree with him, Midoriya.
What's the story?
Spill the dang beans!
Oh my goodness!
Sure, I'll tell you everything.
This is deeply absurd.
Let's smile for my Zawa as well.
Epic force, forged by courage and heroism.
I'm glad he's getting a
I
farewell
hope we get to
party.
write our next chapter together. Because if we could all help each other...
Then... Oh no.
Why was it just me?
Uh-oh. Don't wanna know, don't wanna know. Don't wanna know the final ever episode. Well, it's not the final episode though, is it? But you get the idea. Alright, so... I feel like I know where things are going with that, like, little sneak peek of the next... Or that little, post-credit, should I say. Because I don't think that was Tenko. And it definitely didn't sound like him. So yeah. But is history repeating itself? Because there was this talk about, like, recognizing... Yeah, whilst Shigaraki was a bit of a monster, wasn't he? There's still a lot of factors to determine what, you know, caused this upset to begin with. What if someone is going through the similar path that... I mean, I know there's no all for one and all of that, but it's the whole aspect that he, like, you saw the broken home, he could have abusive family, and no one could hear his cries, no one wanted to hear his cries, should I say. We could be going down on a similar path here, so I don't know if anyone's gonna try to stop him before he goes a little bit OTT, and then we've got this new symbol of destitute and misery. Yeah, because I can see them going down this angle. You know, not necessarily a what if scenario, but I mean, obviously with Shigaraki and what could have been, I mean, you just got to have that burning ember inside of you, right? In terms of, well, what could have been if someone had, if he wasn't ignored on the streets that day, if he wasn't abused and all of that. Yeah. If his dad didn't have that little conversation with All for One. Yeah. There's a lot of, like, those kind of questions running around, especially with Uraraka's headspace, with her talking about if it wasn't for her, then Toga would have still been alive. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, it was just really emotional, that moment with Deku and Uraraka. But yeah. It was, I mean, obviously, like I said, with Uraraka and Toga's relationship, it's very unique, and obviously the way she perished and all of that is gonna have this whole mentality of survivors. Like, it's gonna have survivor's guilt racking her head, and yeah. And it's so apt, though, with Deku talking about you always put others above yourself and all of that. But this time someone was putting putting her first and all of that because of the whole blood transfusion thing and all of that. To Uraraka. But it came at it did come at a cost. And that cost is something that is paining Uraraka so much. And it just breaks your heart because there's this whole blame on herself. And, she's someone who is so enthusiastic, someone who is so chirpy. And she can't help but, like, this cloud above her is just stuck to her. And so she has to soldier it on. She has to bottle up those emotions. Especially because of the fact that she doesn't want to, put that as someone who does bottle those emotions up and all of that, you do not want to put that burden on your friends and all of that. And bring down this party, especially. But yeah, I mean, there was a nice moment with Deku and Uraraka. There was a really, really beautiful moment between them two. At first I was like, can you not let them have the moment and all of that between themselves? I mean, he burnt up an ember of One for All to get to Uraraka, which is just pure signs of love right there. And again, showcasing Deku is still being a hero. Even with those embers, he is using an ember to reach out to Uraraka. Because you can have that hope. You can have that idea that love and all of that. And that attributing to being a hero because of the fact that someone is in a dire state of need, like Uraraka was, and he again, had that mindset of being a hero for Uraraka. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, at first I thought, okay, let them two have the moment, but at the same time, like with them being really concerned about Uraraka, it's just a nice showcase of support and all of that, and her friends being there for her, especially with her going through this mental health crisis. So it's really it is a really beautiful display to see, isn't it? So, and not just that though, but I think it's very important to note that again, Uraraka has put others above herself all the time, and she never really thinks about herself. She always wants to make sure that other people's necessities and they come first, and so it's their turn to put Uraraka first, because she's been doing that to Deku, to Izuku, to her friends all this time, and now it's their turn to put her on top priority. So ultimately, them rushing in, comforting her was a nice move to make. Would people have, because that's it though. Like, yeah, you want this moment with Deku and Uraraka, but I don't think the ship takes priority, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a nicely illustrated scene, and it's, with Deku using up a little bit of his ember and all of that, it does speak volumes, doesn't it? But I think it's more so. I think, like I said, the ship is not the focus. It's the mental health of Uraraka because of the fact that she is bottling up these emotions. She's got survivor's guilt. She blames herself, and she feels all of that weight just bubbling up, and she has and she was bottling it up, but she didn't want to let her friends down, so she found a safe spot for her to let it all out. And it's important to have those there, like, especially if she's been putting people above herself all this time. It's important to have people be there for her. And she doesn't even need to ask, because they recognize how much she sacrifices and how much she gives. And if they're sensing something is up, they're going to be there for her. So that's why when it comes to that scene of everyone in, well, class 2A, I guess, it's because you're so used to saying 1A and all of that, but not anymore. Yeah. That scene with the class just rushing in, it's beautiful because of the fact that it's a touching display for mental health and all of that, especially with Uraraka just going through what she was going through. So yeah. Yeah, it was great though. Focusing on the other characters as well. The Garnt wanting to stay, secure and all of that, just in case. Even getting a little bit of focus on Chisaki and him getting scolded. So, I mean, he's apologetic, but of course the damage has been done and all of that. And Lady La Brava and Gentle, yeah. But yeah, I want to go to the Spinner talk because that was a really, really powerful moment as well. Especially with Deku honoring Shigaraki's wish in terms of telling Spinner about how he tried to destroy the world, and yeah. It is just really, really powerful stuff when it comes to that scene. Like, even like him acknowledging the fact that he is a murderer, that is something stained to Deku's mind. He didn't even want to kill Shigaraki, but he did what it was the only way forward, wasn't it? So yeah. And just how much Shigaraki meant to Spinner was just really, really powerful. Like, I mean, we've known about the dynamic between both Shigaraki and Spinner for some time, but now we're in this mourning phase where Spinner acknowledges that Shigaraki has died. And it's just a very powerful moment to let that grief unfold from Spinner and for Deku to take it, because he thought, he didn't think of him as a villain. He didn't think of him as he was going through the I guess the 5 stages and all of that. He was thinking of him as someone who's just lost a friend and all of that. And again, there is that self-blame for Deku, because he didn't want to kill Shigaraki, but there was no other way forward, I guess. And yeah, he has to, he can understand why Spinner is absolutely pissed and all of that. That's why when he decided to when Spinner got massive, he held his head. No, it's okay. It's okay. He understood the grief that he was going through. But also acknowledging the fact that with Deku, Shigaraki still did a lot of damage. And that's why Spinner doesn't need to make a book about it. He can do he will to honor his friend, of course, which is understandable. But But I also love that callback to I Hope It's a Comic, just with Yuichi and how this whole thing started off with. So, yeah, but there's this idea that, look, whatever the case, I'm never going to forget. And understandable. I mean, it's hard to forget something like that, right? So, yeah. But, yeah. The way he was to Spinner was just really, really beautiful. And, yeah. It is tragic, isn't it, in terms of what he was going through, Spinner. So, because that's it, though. He lost his friend at the end of the day. So, yeah. But you can't, obviously, sugarcoat or excuse what Shigaraki did, but it's interesting again to see their perspective of things, if that makes sense, in terms of the idolization, the hero that Shigaraki was to someone like Spinner. So yeah. But yeah, one more to go. I'm gonna be hurting. I know I'm gonna be emotional. And it's so weird though, because now we know that we've got an episode in May. I don't know if that's going to be a 20-odd minute episode, or if that's going to be like an extended 60-minute. I could dream like one more movie, maybe. I don't know the full details, but I know we're getting a little bit extra something, almost like an episode 12 of this season in May. So yeah, but we are getting more. I mean, obviously, there's My Hero Academia Vigilante Season 2, which I'm looking forward to checking out. That will be coming immediately after well, I wouldn't say immediately after the final episode, but it will be coming, won't it? Because, of course, I'll be reacting to the dub of that as well. But for the main story, next week's gonna hurt. So yeah, if you're watching this on Patreon, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take good care of yourselves. And until the next time, toodles! Well, here we are. One final time. My Hero Academia. It's weird because, yeah, it's sad and whatnot, but it's not the end. We got My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which I believe is starting in terms of the sub next week, maybe? I don't know. But it'll be a few weeks anyways before I do react to it when I, watch the dub and whatnot in terms of episodes 1, 2, and 3. So yeah. But it's also like that the fact that they are doing another My Hero Academia focused project that will be focused on Izuku, Bakugo, etc., etc. So it's not the end, but it is the end. It's the final episode of this season, and yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what they do with this because of the fact that we have this kind of situation of deja vu with this young kid who seems to be all on their own, who might have a bit of a dangerous quirk about him. And yeah. But we had a really, really moving moment with the last episode as well, with Uraraka and Deku, with even Deku and Spinner, really, in terms of addressing what Shigaraki wanted to tell Spinner. But yeah, I want to say thank you to My Hero Academia because this show means a lot to me. I've grown so attached to this anime, and it was one of the first animes that I really truly watched. I think the other being really Sonic X, and yeah, way back in the day. But I was always a bit cautious coming into animes in terms of reacting to them, and whereas they can still be a little bit tough, 10 years on and all of that, which shouldn't be the case, but whatever. you know, I found my workarounds and all that jazz, so yeah. But still, I am, like, it feels like I would have been missing out anyway. Like, if I wasn't reacting or whatever, it would be like I would be missing out if I didn't watch My Hero Academia, because this show has just been absolutely solid. The story, the characters, they have shone. And it's just been a very beautiful and investing journey. And I'm going to miss it. Big time. So, thank you, My Hero Academia. With that said, let's do this one last time. It's My Hero Academia, episode 11 of season 8. Let's go.
If anyone finds out, it'll be disastrous to our family's
Oh, it is deja vu all over
again. Kill the boy and get rid of his body.
But, Father, he hasn't done anything wrong.
If you can't man up, then at least
they were gonna kill his
dead. Hi, the chap
was so bad about me. Why did they sew my mouth shut?
Yeah.
I've been sad and scared for so long. And the whole time,
I'm sure that a hero or a police officer will be here soon.
Oh!
I've often wondered if that poor boy got the help he deserved. Sometimes.
Oh, she's redeemed herself. That spark of love. Hot. There we go. They're like, well, that could have been bad.
To a new world. One where heroes can take it easy.
So mean. You're making him cry, Kachan. If you keep on hurting
I'm gonna cry in a minute because it's like, look at how we started and how far we've come.
You want to pretend to be a hero?
Hey, Midoriya. Mr. Deku, sir. Where should the class meet up for today's practical exercise?
Oh my god.
The bus stop. And make sure you note how we get to the USJ. We know that we only get one shot at each day. We're in this together, hurtling toward the future.
Hey, check this out. I hear the author was in the League of Villains.
Seriously?
Oh.
That's wild. Maybe I'll read it sometime.
Spinner's book. Oh, heck. Am I right?
But we all made this future a reality.
That you did. Don't forget it.
Look at them grown up. You can tell they've grown up so much. It's beautiful. So happy for them all. Oh!
Fellow graduates, I say, let's go beyond.
Plus Ultra. Oh my god.
Show the world what we can do!
I got to become a hero. It was an undeserved dream come true.
Oh!
One day, my body leapt into action before I could think. You may be wondering why I'm still writing. It's simple. There's still runtime left in the episode.
What a nice fourth wall break. But the Ember's gone now, so yeah. Oh.
It's been 5 years, but they're still doing the dreamiest work.
Dang! Look at them two go up. Uh-oh.
Wait, you want to be a hero too?
Don't read it!
Face it, by the time we graduate, only the ridiculously strong will get to be heroes.
Okay, if you're
Kind of
finished,
similar
pass them
paths
up.
to Deku when he started off, and Bakugo was like, yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Die? You ready to do your best in first grade?
Aww. He still
When
wants
I feel anxious,
reach
I
for the
always end up
stars.
coming here.
Gravity have embarked on a nationwide tour of elementary schools that's sure to delight Japan
Nice.
students. They're part of a growing number of heroes exploring new roles as crime rates
Oh, I
drop.
love this.
Notably,
Old buddy's rank is about to nosedive.
Oh no, Bakugo!
I'm not here for your entertainment!
Of course, he never changes.
Potential lead over him on the charts.
Oh damn,
He's out there dealing with
Todoroki.
incidents day and night.
Oh my god, my goat!
Even steal the top spot from Togeda pretty soon.
Lemillion's on
And
top?
Monoma and Onanuki are right on his heels. Just the other day, Togeda
Wow.
was laughing and saying how the pressure from below is intense.
I love that Lemillion is Oh.
Sure, I was quirkless again, but I could still use my experiences to encourage others.
Yeah.
And then
it just is a
I'd end
shame
up
he's
pretty
not
darn
out
cool,
there.
right?
So what do you think? Did it work? Am I cool?
I think you need to be far stricter with your students.
Oof. Oh.
It's the launch.
Ever since we got jobs, the members of Class A haven't seen much of each other.
Oh.
It's hard to find the time to meet up.
Red Riot is
I hope they still like communicate like a WhatsApp or whatever.
Deku? Midoriya? Izuku?
Oh my god, have the turntables!
I ask him, is it possible for me to be a hero? Like you guys? Or...
Oh, don't tell me Deku's gonna quote All Might here.
The same way. Dots in your hair? If it's a hair-based power, you should consider the way Mineta uses his abilities. And you said combining them makes them stronger and changes their
Gonna
size?
scare him off, Deku!
What we need to do is both qualitative. I saw how you tried to lend a helping hand back there. Trust me. You too can become a hero.
Oh!
Don't give up. Okay, kid?
He's just like All Might.
I said I don't miss it all.
For one, apparently it's opened up some pretty incredible possibilities.
Oh
Just as
my
quirks develop
god.
and transform, so too does technology. As
Oh
someone
my
who's wielded
god,
multiple
Iron
quirks
Might.
before, your former classmates funded the project with an especially large donation from young Bakugo.
Oh, Bakugo!
Don't try to hide it. Another you've earned through your valiant efforts.
Oh my god.
All of us. For all time.
Love that.
Deku.
Oh my god, they look incredible. Oh. He's back. Damn. Oh man.
This is the story of all of us. And how we'll keep reaching out and trying to help. For all time.
For all time. I love that. They both went independent after sidekick gigs. Have agencies next door to each other. And because he loves her. All of that. His brother made a comeback using support. Love that. Mineta was independent on a whim. On a whim! Of course, of course! Ranked 8th on the chart right after going independent for 5. Todoroki looks absolutely insane. Our story continues. There you go. Is that the announcement? That's gonna be the announcement, isn't it, in terms of yeah. Oh man, that was great. Oh, when he got that suit, that really bubbled me up emotionally. Yeah. See, I know how expensive it was for All Might when he decided to go at it, and of course it was great foreshadowing, wasn't it? Because, yeah. But of course, it's not something you could just print off just like that, a new suit and all that shit, right? Yeah. And it's so great. Like, not just that, though, but the complexity as well of who Deku was in terms of his quirks, and what he had mastered. Not just what he initially had, but when he unlocked the future quirks as well, in terms of, shit like Gear Shift, Vajing, Black Whip, etc., etc. It's not easy, is it? So there's such a complexity with I I would say even when All Might had his suit created, there is such a complexity because I think Deku advanced a lot more than All Might did in terms of unlocking certain bits and pieces and all of that. So yeah. Man. I loved that. I loved that so much. And I need to see this. Yeah, I need to see this next appearance from them as soon as possible. So yeah, because I need to see all of them as adults. Yeah. It was just really, really amazing. And I felt like as a conclusion that worked really, really well. Like Deku even being a teacher as well was just like he's still even the thing is when obviously the embers dissipated and all of that, it's going to be very hard to emulate. It is going to be very, very hard to try and keep in touch with who Deku wants to be. Again, the suit is not something you could just easily print off or whatever. So, yeah. And at the end of the day, this is his way, being able to teach people and all of that. It's his way of still showcasing how he wants to be a hero for people. So yeah. But man, it was just really, really it is great that he still is a teacher as well, even though he's got this suit. Hopefully there are no big threats and all of that can damage that suit big time, because of course when All Might donned the suit, that got destroyed instantly, but it was a last resort, wasn't it, for him to, clean up unfinished business. But man, it was great to see where others were at as well, because yeah, we did want to keep in touch with the other characters. So yeah, like I said, when it came to Shinzo, I love the partnership with him and Tokuyami. I think it works, but I also love the fact that he is emulated from Aizawa. So yeah, and I just love the fact that Bakugo is still being Bakugo. He wants to be number one. It's a bit difficult though, isn't it? So, especially with his attitude. But yeah. Can I just say though that opening scene with that kid was insane. I mean, not just in terms of some of the stuff that came out in terms of the abuse that he went through, but the fact that the grandma came back, because she was the one that that was like, oh, let someone else do it and all of that. And I had a feeling it was her. Like, you saw, like, this elderly woman. Wait, is that the grandma? And, yeah. The person that left, that left Shigaraki to the wolves. So, yeah. And now she came back to help and all of that, and it was just really, really amazing. As well as the other civilians as well, because there were other people out there that was just helping as well. And Deku and co were, like, in the distance, so, yeah. So it's really, really great that he has had his fate changed, seemingly. I mean, he could still be a villain, but no one helped Shigaraki apart from one manipulative, egotistical bastard. If you want to even call that help. So, yeah. But now you've got someone who is there for this kid who went through so much abuse, not just in terms of his dad willing to, you know, have him dead, but the fact that they sewed his mouth shut, which is messed up. Hopefully, he told whoever about his family, and that family got what was coming to them, because it was messed up. So, yeah. But yeah. I just really, really loved how this episode went by in terms of the time skip. Like when Kota came into the office and was like Mr. Deku, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Is it I kind of want to see a bit more of that, I'm not going to lie. Can we not have one more season of My Hero Academia, maybe? I don't know. I want to see development on Eri, on Kota, even that kid with that dark power. Die as well. I mean, of course, I feel like I'm being a little bit too greedy as well, but especially because, well, there are going to be parallels with Dai's story. Yeah, he does have a quirk, but it's so useless in the eyes of everyone else. Like, oh, you're not going to reach for the stars or whatever. The whole idea was that Deku could never be a hero because he didn't have a quirk, when that is completely bullhonk. So it's now all about well, I don't really have a great ability, but that could be ludicrous. I mean, you just think back to, and I know this is an extreme shift in things, but you think back to The Boys or Gen V, whenever someone talks about the uselessness of their abilities, but it can come in clutch. So yeah. And it's the same here. Like, I think Dai has potential. Like, I think if Deku's story has proven anything, it's to never give up. He was someone who was who was quirkless, and yeah, of course, he did have that offer from All Might. So yeah, but he was someone who was born without a quirk and rose to the top. And it was just glorious to see. Yeah. Just really, really amazing. I love the kind of couple of fourth wall breaks that we had in this episode as well. Like, All Might literally doing that, but Deku even said, so I'm oh yeah, the runtime, we still got a bit of the runtime left to go. I'm like, that's just so great. Just so great. But yeah, it was really, really amazing to have that final scene with Deku reuniting with his classmates. Bakugo even funding most of the I just love that. I love that small little mention that Bakugo, like, yeah, everyone did help out, so they still kept Deku in their hearts, Bakugo funding the most. I just love it because obviously with Bakugo and Deku's history, it's like, yeah, but he was so hell bent on making sure that his friend would return to the to hero duty, and it was glorious. It was beautiful. So, oh man, but yeah. I'm excited to see where things will go with this extra episode, whether it's in movie form or even just a standard episode. I'm expecting it to be a movie if there's a long wait or whatever. So yeah, but I'm just excited to you know, see where things go with that. Yeah. But man, it was a really, really amazing and incredible final episode. Yeah, massive shout out to Bones phenomenal, beautiful visuals. The voice acting, the entire production. They have created something magical, something magnificent. And, yeah. Even made me cry at the end. Like, honestly, that moment of Deku getting his suit and getting back into the field is just beautiful. It's something that, you know, deep down he has wanted. But there had to come that acceptance, didn't there? And now he can be back. As long as his suit doesn't get as mangled as All Might's did. But even though I expect that could be fixed or whatever, so yeah. But beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. Oh. What a great episode to end My Hero Academia. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!